Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Parents learned their nanny had their 11-year-old son's baby.
He's just 17, but he's already a father. And who the mother is will shock you. She used to be his nanny.
Look at this
What is your
perv.
earliest memory of...
Well, let's go back real quick. Look at this pervert right here. See, why didn't I hear about this on the news? Why wasn't this on CNN? Why wasn't this on Fox? Why was this on MSNBC? They don't talk about how these women can be predators and perverts, but they'll blast a man though. But what happened to the equality though? Where's the equality in this? I never heard nothing about this. I seen a small clip on TikTok about it, but this didn't go viral on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. No, it didn't. I had to go search for it myself.
his nanny. What is your earliest memory of Marissa, your nanny, crossing the line?
It was a game called Are You Nervous? And the object of that game was she'd place her hand somewhere on my body and I'd say if I was nervous or not.
Wow.
And things escalated from there.
The live-in nanny, Marissa Mowry, was 22 years old. Chris McBride was just an 11-year-old kid, as you can see in this home video.
She said that she loved me. She said that she wanted to date, but she couldn't let anyone know.
Did Marissa make you lie about this?
Yeah, plenty of times. She said...
Of course. Of course she did. He's an 11-year-old boy. He's confused. He's like, wait, my nanny said she's in love with me? She wants to have a relationship with me? Any 11-year-old boy wouldn't know what to do. He would feel, you know, she's probably told, oh, you tell anybody I'm going to hurt you or I'm going to do this, I'm going to black, like, there's all sorts of things that she was putting inside this little boy's mind, bruh.
You have to lie or else I'm going to have to go away.
Chris remembers when his nanny told him she was having his baby.
I was a
hell
little
no.
freaked because I was confused.
This photo...
So pretty much, she graped him. That's what happened. She graped him. Because at the age of 11, you cannot consent to have sex. So he got graped. Wow. I wonder how many years in prison she got. If she got anything less than 20, I'm done.
shows him with his newborn son, Bentley. For 3 years, Chris kept the secret. The nanny, still living with his family, maintained the fiction that another man was baby Bentley's father. Chris finally came clean to his mother, Nadine.
Mom, Bentley's really my kid. No, there's no way. There's no way Bentley can be your child.
A DNA test proved it was true.
Wow.
When the results came back in, I went and threw up.
The nanny was charged with multiple counts of sexual battery. Finding out.
Sexual battery. I'm confused. Sexual battery. You had an 11-year-old kid's baby. How did she not get charged with grape? How? I'm confused. Because there's just no way she got charged with sexual battery. There's just no way. She graped him. She did not have consent. Whatever the age of consent is, probably is either 16, 17, or 18. He's 11 years old. How could he consent to a 22-year-old grown woman? And she got charged with sexual battery. That's a slap on a wrist. Because if this was the other way around, if this was a man that committed these terrible crimes, that man would be literally living under the prison. 30, 40 years, 50 years, life in prison without parole. But she got charged with sexual battery. Wow.
This was going on in your house to your son. How does that make you feel?
Like a failure? How did I let this woman manipulate me and my family in such a way that she could do this and I was blind to it?
And that's why you have to be very careful on who you let in your life. And more importantly, your children's life. You cannot be quick to trust anybody. Because a lot of these nannies or babysitters, they're perverts. And you're putting your trust into somebody else's hands. You are allowing this person to spend a lot of time around your children. They're adults. Of course, they're going to know how to manipulate an 11-year-old boy or girl. You cannot be quick to trust anybody, especially nowadays, because there are a lot of closeted perverts and pedos out here.
Last month, Marissa Mowry pleaded guilty in Hillsborough County.
That's a great question, Unbound. Where is his father? I guarantee you, if there was a father in this young man's life, if there was a father in that household, none of that would have happened. It would have been a slim chance of any of this happen because the father would have caught on to it. The father would have been involved in his kid's life instead of putting the trust inside of a nanny. Because obviously that woman, his mom, wasn't there enough to take care of her kid. That's why she had the nanny live with her son. And that was her first mistake. Letting somebody live with you. It'll be another thing, it's a family member, but sometimes you can't even trust your own family. But for you to not be involved like that in your kid's life, and you to let this happen, you have to take some accountability for what happened to your son. Because that little boy is traumatized. That little boy got graped. Will he ever trust a woman again? I don't know. If he doesn't, I don't blame him.
County, Florida, and was sentenced to 20 years in prison.
20 years. That's not enough. That's not enough. 20 years isn't enough for me.
And here is little baby Bentley today.
I love Dad so much.
He's now 5 years old.
Is he a
That's
good
sad,
daddy, a great daddy, or the best daddy?
A best daddy.
Chris has a message to the nanny who seduced him with a game that was anything but innocent.
Game over.
Wow. And it seems like he's strong for the most part, but could you imagine how his son is going to feel when he figures out the truth on how he got into this world? That's going to create more trauma. It just doesn't end with the victim. It doesn't end like that. It's going to go to that young child. And it's sad, bro. But y'all let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Like, share the video so this can get out there, man. Apparently YouTube or just the general public, the news, doesn't want you to know about this. But yeah, I'm out. Peace.